scare you. I'm very sorry for that. Hello there, and welcome to a very special Halloween celebration. Awesome ASMR 56. Today, since it is Halloween tomorrow, but it's today now, okay, I have very special items. Look at my Halloween basket full of very special Halloween items. Okay, are you ready? Let's take a look inside the basket and pull something out. But first, I want to take off these sunglasses as they make everything aggressively red. Okay, very nice. So, the first item that we have today is this Hallmark card, okay? So, how are you today? That's great. Okay. Wow. Do you like my little horns that I got going on here? I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be. I just sort of mishmashed a bunch of things. Who knows? Perhaps I am some demon hipster person. I don't know. I just sort of put a bunch of things together. So, on this channel, it's really sort of the first time we are celebrating Halloween. A year ago, we did not have these sort of celebrations because it was just the start. So, this is the first Halloween special, really. But I have to be honest here, I'm not the biggest fan of Halloween. I know, sounds like tyranny, treason, but it's just not really the one I look forward to. It's not like I can't wait for Halloween. It's just something that's sort of fun. You look forward to it in October, but it's not like you're in July and then you're like, oh, I can't wait. In like 5 months it's going to be Halloween, it's going to be great. It's really not one of those types of holidays. Okay. I have to sort of run through these triggers quite quickly, as I actually have a lot of things here. So, from scarecrows to goblins to ghosts who shout boo. That's what the card says. Alright, let's open up the card. There's no trick-or-treater who's loved more than you. Well, now, isn't that nice? Now, the reason I got this card is not just because we can tap on it, but it's this guy right here. You might, he's a little textured, he's a little shiny boy, and so so I've actually not dressed up for Halloween in a very long time, and I haven't gone trick-or-treating either for a very long time. It's sort of, I think, something you just fall out of as you grow older. Let's take something else out. Might as well take the second largest thing. I have these. These are very nice. But the origins of Halloween is, to my knowledge, quite interesting. I think it was originally inspired to sort of scare away these witches, ghosts, and demons who would haunt people. So that's sort of where the dressing up, I think, comes from. And then they would also offer food offerings, I don't know, like wheat and like squash and all of that stuff. And that's, I think, where the pumpkin carving comes from. Of course, now it's different. We don't dress up to scare away demons and ghosts. We just wear pink jumpsuits with masks with the PlayStation logos on them. Comment down below if you know just described. I used to dress up when I was a kid, but I don't know, maybe I can show a picture of young Hammer movie dressed up in some Halloween costume, but not anymore. Usually what I'll do is I'll wait it out. I will stay in my room to avoid human interaction until after all the trick-or-treating is done, and then I will steal all of the leftovers. I will just go in our basket and just take what the trick-or-treaters didn't, and then that usually gives me around the same amount of candy as I would normally get trick-or-treating, but with no work, because I always find a way to avoid work. These are very fun. I would like to know, perhaps maybe you can leave in the comments if you want to see any of these triggers return as just normal triggers we use on the channel. A part of me wants to use some of these since I spent my money, and I think that some of them are quite unique and different from what we already have, but another part thinks that these should just be reserved for Halloween. So tell me what you think. Tell me which one's your favorite so that perhaps we can keep it and use it for future videos, because I do take recommendations. However, one thing that will unfortunately not be used in future videos is pumpkin. is why we won't be able to keep the pumpkin as it's gonna rot away eventually. It actually looks quite okay right now. Man, when did I carve this? About 2 days ago, I think. So. Something very interesting about this pumpkin is when I tap it like this, when I angle it towards the mic with the heart, it gets very loud. It's sort of like instruments, where like instruments have holes in them, like a violin. This is just like one giant hole, so like all the sound bumps off and shoots out and makes it very loud, which is why I have to angle it this way. I learned that doing some recordings with this guy. But you really don't need to worry. I have actually done a lot of recordings with pumpkin. I did an entire video archive of me just making sounds with a pumpkin. It's about a 25-minute video, so I could always just pull a clip from there if I need to. I also have just a large sound file of me playing with this pumpkin, so we probably will see the pumpkin again in some form or another. Our pumpkin. So, do you celebrate Halloween? What are you going to be dressing up as? Okay, this is very awkward. You need to respond, but okay. I remember one time I dressed up as, those inflatable things that stay inflated and it's very loud. I remember I had one where it was me riding a T-Rex, and like there were inflatable legs to make it look like I was riding it, but really I was the legs of the T-Rex. I remember wearing that multiple times for Halloween actually, because that is the best outfit. as a child, when you run through an entire neighborhood of houses, but you aren't satisfied with your candy. You want to go through it again, go through the neighborhood again, right? So what I would do is, I would go through the same neighborhood, but I would take off my glasses, because at the time I wore glasses. And I think that's very funny, sort of like Superman when he puts on his glasses, he becomes unrecognizable. Clark Kent, just like me, I take off my glasses. None of the parents could recognize me. I was invisible. They thought I was a completely different person, or at least that's what I thought. And our final piece of our pumpkin. Sort of begin to tell that it's seen better days. Poor pumpkin. Sort of another story, a more recent one. This probably happened maybe 2 years ago. So when I stopped trick-or-treating and dressing up, I was at the house handling these kids, these evil demon creatures of children looking for candy. Someone rings the doorbell, right? Sort of typical on Halloween night. And I open the door, and there's this guy. He's like standing away from the door, maybe 20 feet away from the door. He has like a clown mask on, and he's holding a knife. And he's sort of gesturing with the knife, pointing it at me, moving around. He was trying to be scary. I appreciate the fact. And so I sort of just stood there and just sort of watched him move around with the knife until I just closed the door on him. I didn't say anything. I closed the door. And then around maybe a few minutes later, doorbell rings again, and lo and behold, it's the clown boy with the mask. And he's a good troll. He's playing a good little jester joke. And so I just opened up the door, and I just told him to F off. And you're just annoying, could you just leave? And then he left, and then that's it. But, it was a good attempt, a good scare, but, you have to go to a house that perhaps has children in it. I am not a mere child. I may play with Legos and baby toys, but I am not a child, and I am not scared of people in clown masks with knives. Maybe I am, I don't know. Going back into our bucket. Another pumpkin. Glitter pumpkin. scare me. However, I am never scared. That's a lie. I'm very easily scared. Gee, what a surprise. Hammer movie gets scared easily. I would have never thought it. Another Halloween story. I feel like I'm telling too many Halloween stories, but what am I supposed to say? Another story. When I was a young laddie, still trick-or-treating, I had decided to stay up later than I need to. The point in time where, sort of all the younger kids are sort of already all gone, going night-night, going to bed, and it's only the older kids that remain. And this was a terrible, terrible mistake. I remember that I was walking and this sort of large crowd of, ironically, clowns were coming towards me. These were some very scary clowns to me, and granted, this group of boys were just walking past me, but to me it felt like I was being surrounded by on all sides. They were probably doing one of these, just blocking my path, and so I panicked. Well, I panicked and I started to cry, but, I was not frozen in fear. I ran as fast as I could, crying until I got home, and I just burst through the door crying, Happy Halloween. That was a mistake. I should not have done that. I am still traumatized to this day. That was our glitter pumpkin. Why don't we have a little bit of a snack break? I'm sort of tired. I got this skull candy slime. It even comes with a cute little spoon. Well, here it is. is aggressively sweet. It's like someone just punched me in the face. But it's with a handful of sugar. I mean, yeah, it just tastes like sort of generic candy. Maybe a little bit of a Jolly Rancher. Jeez. It's quite a lot. But I think I have been rejuvenated enough. Well, that was our little snack break. Let's reach back into the bucket to see what else we can pull out. I sort of saved these for last because they are my favorite. I don't want to spoil the surprise yet. Here is one. It's a little kitty cat. Kitty cat. Alright. Then we have Bat. He's sort of missing an eye in half of his mouth. That's great. And then finally, we have Jack-o'-lantern. And it's green, oh my god. And of course, the thing I like most is the thing that you can probably play with. I really am a child. This video actually was not my originally planned video. I originally planned just to have the glitter pumpkin. I had found this at Walmart for 98 cents and I thought, that's just enough for the sort of Halloween celebration. I don't want to spend money needlessly. Because, believe it or not, but I am actually trying to save money. Trying not to spend as much. However, clearly, this did not go as planned. I spent like, I don't know, maybe $30-40. Well, maybe if we include the pumpkin, then it may be, I don't know, probably $30 a far cry from my original budget of $1. And so, here we are. And I am in debt. So, please like and subscribe so I can eventually start making money and so that I can get out of debt, and so it also supports me and the channel and this special Halloween video. Yeah, I do need money though. Most of this up at a Walgreens, I believe, which is very interesting since a Walgreens is a pharmacy, but for some reason they also carry toys, candy, drinks, clothes. It's super weird, Americans. yes, of course, the scariest thing is interruptions. They aren't my dreams. That's great. But as long as I acknowledge them, I can keep them in, right? That's how it works. Well, so I'm sort of faced with two options. I can keep going with one of my roommates watching YouTube videos in the background, or I can just end it now. Well, today was a very fun time. However, interruptions may be here, but I have one last announcement. I am not going to deprive you of a special Halloween video. It is true that this video is 1 day early. However, you're going to get a very special extra video tomorrow. Wow, did you just hear that whistle from a sport? I heard that. That was pretty impressive. You will get an extra video tomorrow. It will be a no talking Halloween special. I will be using triggers that we've used here, some of them in greater length, because I have a lot of stuff, so I had to run through them all. And there are even some exclusive triggers that I did not do in this video that you can find there. So please look forward to that no talking video that I have planned. I will never deprive you of an extra upload because of a holiday. You're technically getting like double the celebration since you have this one and then you also have that one. Okay, not to mention that we've basically been doing Halloween content for all of October. I've really been pushing hard for Halloween this year, so I hope you enjoyed the last month of some more spooky uploads. They were quite fun. I liked doing them, as I hope that you enjoy them. Am I dragging this outro too long? Yes. Okay. I will see you next time, hopefully in a less spookiness stuff. Okay. English. Can I speak it? I hope you have a great Halloween. There are so many things happening right now. Motorcycle, YouTube, construction workers. They're just great. I love them all. I hope you have a spooky Halloween, hopefully filled with no interruptions. Of course, I will always be here to help you sleep in the spookiest of ways. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Well, I will see you next time. Did I already say that? I can't remember. I love you enough to do a special Halloween celebration video for you and celebrate Halloween with you. I will see you next time. I said that like 3 times now. I love you. I said that twice. Bye bye. Put on the glasses for a cool factor. There we go. A kiss.